What's going on, folks? It's Tyler from Dirt Road Country. I am joined by a large band, and I am very happy to have them with me right now. Their EP, The Narrow Gate, comes out this Friday. Graham St. Clair Band joins me. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, nothing much. We are currently stuck in Nashville, Tennessee, so we're just running around. We're here at our management's office and staying warm.
Yeah, not a bad place to be, especially this time of year. There's always a lot of music going on. And speaking of that, like I said, your EP's out this Friday, 5 songs. How does it feel having another project out in the world?
It's just extremely exciting. We have been sitting on these songs for a really long time, and I can't tell you how eager we have been to get these recorded, get them tracked, and get them out. And through these pre-releases that we were able to put out, we are getting a little bit of notice about it, and that is very, very exciting. So we're excited to share this project with everybody and see how people respond to it. And
It's going to be a great release. I know it's going to do well. And you put out an album back in 2023. That was a debut album. You initially formed at Baylor University over in Waco, Texas. For those that don't know where it is, how did you form? Because I feel like it's got to be a cool story.
It's kind of a funny story. So I was in music for a little bit before the band started in high school and stuff. I played the 3 hour acoustic gigs at a bar tucked away in a corner, where nobody's paying attention to you at all. And I had met a few folks that way, starting out in music like that. And when we got to Baylor, uh, Jay Wright is right here, and we would go and jam all the time. We'd play on our balcony, or we played a couple of gigs together. And one of my friends is Elliot Goicoechea in the music industry. He just started Dreamer Management with Randy Rodgers there. But he called me and said, "Hey, do you want to open up for Cam at Cheatham Street this week, or a couple weeks from now?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, Cheatham Street's a legendary venue, and I'd love to." And he said, "Cool, Cam wants you to be full band." We were kind of like, "Oh, crap." So we called our buddies that we had talked about kind of starting a band with in college, and we were like, "Hey, we got our first gig. We have 2 weeks to prepare for it, or 10 days or something." So we worked our tails off for 10 days, played Cheatham Street, and it was a terrible show. But it sounded good to us, and it was enough for us to get excited about it and to keep going. And then we met Styles here a little later on. He plays steel for us, and Braden's been our latest addition on the bass guitar. So
Well, with that first show, like they say, you got to start somewhere, and clearly it's been going well because a lot of good things to come. You've opened for the Randy Rogers Band, Josh Abbott Band, Shane Smith and the Saints. You've been playing with Stoney LaRue recently. What have those experiences been like with a lot of Texas legends?
I mean, I think I can speak for everybody when I just say it's a dream come true. We've been listening to these guys our whole lives, and to feel the support from the scene has been really cool. They're all just incredible people. It really is the Texas boys that just care. They care about the music. They care about making us feel welcome, and it's been a blast. So.
So, being a new band on the rise in country music, what's it like going back and forth from the Texas music scene to Nashville and back and forth? Because I feel like from an outsider's point of view, they're completely different in ways. Obviously, the sound and the way that the circuit works with all the shows.
Yeah, I think they are different. Absolutely. I've been doing some writing here this week, and uh, these Nashville writers are, chameleons. And if you're honest about what you want, then they will follow suit. And just as long as you don't let that kind of right get away from you, then it's perfect. What do y'all feel like y'all's experiences have been coming to Nashville and Texas and everything?
Oh man, just so much fun. I mean, Texas, um, there's such a big scene, and then there's kind of like micro scenes within Texas as well. Lubbock and San Marcos specifically. So it's cool to see really the roots, just the foundations. People start there, and we kind of had our foot in with both Lubbock and San Marcos, which was really cool. And being up here in Nashville, we haven't gotten to play too much, but the support's been overwhelming and been awesome up here. Great time.
Feels a lot more intense over here, I'd say that, compared to Texas in my mind.
Speaking of how you formed a Baylor, what's that music scene like in Waco? And I guess how did it
And
expand throughout the state?
I'll speak on this. I'm from Waco, and there is a somewhat of a scene there. You know, they have a venue, um, more of a kind of a spring and fall rodeo season festivals. You'll get a couple people, but you're centralized from Fort Worth, Dallas, Austin. So you're right in the middle of Texas, and so you can drive an hour and a half, and that was good for us because we were able to hop over to different locations to play and everything.
Mhm.
So there's music in Waco, but also the surrounding areas are strong too.
Good to know. I feel like there's a lot of very well-known venues throughout Texas. They ask any country music fan from outside the state, they're like, yeah, I know that place. I want to go there. Or I've been to a show there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now with new music out too, you're gonna get to play these new tunes in all these venues coming up. So what does the rest of 2026 look like for you guys and what are you excited for?
We kind of have fundamental thing going on right now where we're hitting the bigger cities in Texas and everything about twice a year. So we'll kind of do like a fall and a spring date in Waco, Austin, San Marcos, Lubbock. Do plan our little tour like that because those are our markets where we do the best. And then our phone is always ready to get any calls for those support slots, so that's the best way for us to spread our music right now is getting in front of bigger audiences, like in front of people like Stony LaRue or Randy Rogers or wherever. So we're always waiting for those, and those are usually the gigs that'll take us out of state.
Mhm.
And we're mostly in state now. We've done some other stuff. I'm hoping to get maybe towards the back end of 2026, kind of into the rest of the South a little bit. But for now, yeah, we have a process that's been working for us okay so far. So I think we're going to stick to it for a little bit.
Well, cheers to a big 2026 ahead. Congrats on the upcoming release. For those of you out there watching this, if you don't already follow the Graham St. Clair Band on socials, you should do it right now. I highly recommend it. Go stream the Narrow Gate EP when it's out this Friday. And yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Got it. We'll see you guys next time and congrats again on the release.